Welcome back, everybody. We are today in Indianapolis, Indiana, and we have come to the Newfields and the Oldfields. It's Newfields, the Indianapolis Museum of Art, and Oldfields, where it's the Lily House and Gardens. Well, there's 152 acres, but it's not all guarded. There's a lot of walkway, there's a pond, so not like extensive gardens, but we'll show you what we found.
We are Steve and Marnie. The challenges of 2020 forced us to find other ways of resting and fighting for joy. Our new endeavor is to find and film the best gardens we can find in the U.S.
I have never personally liked gardening, and yet I have found some of my favorite moments in life have been sitting quietly in a garden with my wife. It's great for our relationship, and it's good for our sanity.
We would really appreciate you clicking on the YouTube subscribe button, and make sure to hit the bell to not miss any upcoming episodes.
Well, the museum was definitely large and well put together. A lot of space, a lot of people working. I think pretty well curated. I mean, definitely there were Monet, and there was there was a few small Degas cast statues and a little Rodin individual off of the Gates of Hell. Larger piece that he did as sort of an entrance to, I forget what city.
We were at, I think that was Dixon Gardens in Memphis that we
where
saw.
There was a piece
where we
of
saw
it.
the large
One
piece of it. Yeah.
So
apparently these three bronze figures were part of a bigger piece that Rodin did. He was commissioned in 1880 to do some doors that were going to be in an art museum in Paris, but the museum never came together. And he would add and take away different figures in the 37 years he worked on it, something like that. And these ones were above those who were at the entrance to hell, and they were pointing to a sign, an inscription that said, "Abandon hope, all you who enter here." And And it says the twisting, tormented poses were kind of trying to get that expressive, emotive feeling that was apparently a new thing in art at the time.
So I'd say that they covered a lot of things. They had modern, which isn't our favorite necessarily.
No, not necessarily.
And they had ancient. They had everything from, the stone pillows from China to, urns and vessels from, before Christ. And
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I think it's fascinating when I see something that, had there been museums at the time of Jesus, these things would have been in the museum because they're from 1200 BC, and that's pretty amazing. Now, we didn't film inside the museum itself, but we did a little around the gardens and then the Lily House here. In the museum, my absolute favorite was Theodore Grohl. Fascinating, just the details of so many stories within that painting. I loved it.
German historical painting of downtown Indianapolis. On what street was it? Washington Street?
Washington Street, yeah.
And so it just shows a lot of detail. It's neat when they capture a bit of the history and the culture.
Yeah, we could take pictures there, so I took a few different pictures of sections of it, as well as one standing back a little further to try and get the scale, because it's so large and it's so bright. And yeah, that one just drew me in like crazy, so I loved that one.
Well, and I think the Pissarro exhibit, it's a traveling exhibit of Camille Pissarro, and we didn't realize his two sons also were artists. And so they had quite a few works there that I really enjoyed.
Yeah, I like the Pissarros as well.
I'm trying to think. They had pointillism pieces and some impressionism.
Yeah. Well, Van Gogh, Rembrandt,
Paul Cézanne.
Cézanne. Yeah.
So they have some traveling exhibits, and then definitely have some local. So I think, like Steve and I have talked about, I appreciate the capacity of artists, and I think it's healthy for people to express themselves artistically. I think it's very therapeutic, and there's a lot of good in also sharing your views on things. But my preference of taking in art and consuming it is more for filling up my soul. So I'm looking, personally, I'm looking at what's beautiful, what is uplifting of the heart. So I'm definitely drawn towards classical European generally, but it varies, definitely I can appreciate all the ages. So art is such a personal thing, but I love it when, you can go into a space, even like the Joslin, especially how it used to be, where you had the focus of the Art Deco architecture around you. And here too, where the space itself is a nice space.
The Joslin is in Omaha, Nebraska, and for being a small city, the Joslin is a wonderful art museum. Really enjoy that one.
I think the Minneapolis still continues to be one of our favorites, the Minneapolis Institute of Art.
Yeah, MIA. We're now in the historic greenhouse on the Lilly property.
So look at this. This is an air plant. It's just this big long ponytail of a plant, and I'm not usually much of a cactus person or anything, or a succulent person, but this is really a nice collection in here. And then this is crazy.
Well, thanks for joining us, guys, and looking at the gardens with us. I know it's a little bit shorter video, but hey, we're glad you checked in with us. Welcome to Indianapolis.
Get out and see some gardens.
And some artwork. It's good for the heart.
Drink some tea.
Eat some steak. See you later.